Our fourth vendor partner to present today at Taco Tuesday is longtime vendor partner ProQuest. I have, I think, Joanne and Julie from ProQuest joining us today. Are you folks on the line? Oh, I see Julie showing up on my screen. So
hello.
Hello. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that one of you can take over.
All right, great. My name is Julie Salvatore. I am the account manager for Wills in Wisconsin for four-year academic colleges, and I have Joanne Hogan, who is the director of product management, on with me today as well to show a super exciting product and solution that we just launched in December, and that is the ProQuest One business database. So with that, with very little time, I'm going to let Joanne go ahead and dive into the product. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Can I just confirm that somebody can see my slides?
Yes, we can.
Great,
Yes.
awesome. I'm just going to go through a very quick couple of 5 minutes or so just on slides to just give some background on this product and where it's come from and why we've created it, and then go in and do a real quick demo. So why did we decide to create a new business product at this time? We've spent a lot of time in the past 18 months or so speaking to our library customers, and especially with users, primarily undergraduate students, but also some MBA students and even a few faculty, just to understand what they're doing with business research these days and some of the struggles that both our customers and their users are facing. So what we've been hearing with various interviews and surveys and things is that our customers are under quite a lot of pressure to continue providing the level of high quality support that you've always provided, but in more bizarre situations like remote or hybrid learning situations as a result of COVID-19. We're also hearing there's all kinds of stresses on our library budgets, and that a lot of our customers are having to do more to support their programs with less budget, and in some cases with fewer librarians that are familiar with and able to support some of the complex queries and things that come with supporting business research. At the same time, even though I think there was some fears at the beginning of the pandemic that business program enrollment might really suffer as a result of this situation, that students weren't finding the value in those sometimes expensive programs, what we're hearing from some of our research partners like AACSB and from our own research is that business school enrollments are strong and in some cases increasing. And then we're also hearing that a lot of students from other programs are taking business courses, and so that there are a level of students that maybe don't have training in doing business research that you're having to support as well. And then finally, we're hearing from students on a regular basis that they're still struggling to find information, and in some cases even the faculty believe that students are still struggling to find the information they need even for some of their most common assignments. So in working with students, and we spend a lot of time kind of doing contextual research with them where we sit them down, ask them some questions about some of their assignments, understand how they approach that research and that assignment and where they get hung up. What we're finding is a lot of the business databases that they're using today just don't really resonate with them. They don't really match what they expect from an online research experience. I can't tell you how many times I've heard from students that they don't want to read a lot of words, so a wordy page just does not resonate with them, or a huge big long list of results. But I think what we really heard strongly from students was that they often just don't know what they can accomplish when they end up in a business database, like something like ProQuest's ABI or even Business Premium Collection, because they're just not representative of the kinds of content or tasks that they can approach. And they're also just not very enthused by them. They just don't really get very engaged when they're using them. So with ProQuest One Business, we've decided to take an entirely new approach to how we're supporting business research. So some of you are probably very familiar with our portfolio on the left-hand side as it exists today, starting with our legacy product, ABI Inform. We've had different specialized products that we've launched over the years. Some of these roll up into what had been known as the Business Premium Collection. And then we also still had some products that were sitting outside, like our dedicated business ebook product, for example, or some of our videos. What we've decided to do with ProQuest One Business is replace that Business Premium Collection, which again is just a collection of databases. It still has the same kind of look and feel, and completely integrate all of that content that we have across ProQuest for supporting business students and research with one fully integrated product that's been specially designed with especially the undergrad student in mind. We've also been trying to understand some of those core or common assignments that students often have to face. And our thinking here is that if we can really understand some of these very common tasks and assignments that our students are undertaking, that would free up more time for the business librarians and the reference staff to help the other students and the faculty that I know have very complex queries and things that they're trying to find. So one of those is just that really typical kind of assignment where they're studying a particular business topic in a case or a textbook chapter, and they're asked to just go and find articles that help explain what's going on with that topic, whether it's the professional publications or trade publications or the scholarly literature. And then the second one is to really go in and analyze an industry or a company, or in some cases, a country, if they're trying to do things like marketing plans or business plans or consulting assignments, and they really need to understand what's going on within the industry and some of the players in that market. So with ProQuest One Business, we've created something that's meant to be very visual and very engaging for students. We want them to click around and really explore and see what kinds of content are available for some of these common assignments. And we also want it to be very suggestive so that they get a good idea right away of some of the things that they can accomplish with this kind of product. So with that, I'm just going to stop, go back and share my screen. One screen two. Okay. Find this product in this huge list of internal databases that are available to us. Okay, and so this is the start page for ProQuest One Business. So you can see it's very visual. I'm having a little bit of a problem with my Wi-Fi today, so some of these images are a little slow to load. But it's very visual. Students should get a very clear idea as soon as they end up on this page, some of the things that they can accomplish. I'll point out at the front here, at the very top, this basic search box. These are limiters, these little tabs. So if you click scholarly journals, for example, and they just start typing whatever topic it is they're interested in and hit search, then they're really only seeing the results that are coming from scholarly journals. So right away, that just helps them kind of focus in on a particular type of content if that's what they've been told that they need to go and find. I'll point out something about the subject indexing here. A lot of this functionality that you're seeing with this new product is being driven by indexing. So with ProQuest One Business, we've completely redesigned all of our vocabularies. It has a dedicated business subject thesaurus. Today, if you're using products like ABI, for example, and you go into the thesaurus, if you are inclined to train students or help them create very complex queries, you'll see the full ProQuest thesaurus. It's multidisciplinary. So in addition to business terms, you're seeing engineering terms, performing arts terms, medical terms, all kinds of things. With ProQuest One Business, you always have an option just to go in and view and search for or limit to just the business subject terms. Another thing we've done is create a dedicated business company vocabulary. This is based on about 3,800 major global companies. They were selected from the Forbes Global 2000 list, companies that we know are large in terms of revenue or employee count, or that just have a name brand recognition that we think will be of interest to students. We know that students are not going to go into a thesaurus probably and look up terms and create a query. So part of the reason that we've done this is because we can do other things with this product in terms of curation and ease of functionality that makes it easy for them to get into specific things. So this type ahead feature, for example, takes advantage of that indexing. If you start typing ahead and one of those, your search term comes up, is recognized as being in one of those new vocabularies, that gets suggested as a search term. In this case, it gets you to the manpower group. And for all of those almost 4,000 global companies that we're curating, there's now a company topic page that basically just organizes all of the content that's available for this company in a way that makes it really easy for students just to very quickly kind of browse through it. If they know they're looking for scholarly journal articles, they can see those. There's a little bit of contextual information at the top, so they can see if it's a public or private company, for example, where it's traded, any of the NAICS industries that it's operating under. And then we've also taken a view into some of our major reports providers. So some of those premium market research providers and the companies, things like the Hoover's reports or global data company profiles and SWOT analyses, and just tried to indicate here that if they're looking for company financial information and they click here, now they're getting company reports that typically have that kind of information that might be of interest to them and save them a lot of time. You can also take advantage of the industry indexing, which uses the NAICS codes, and those are also more fully integrated in this product than any of our other business products. So if you're interested in dairy, for example, you start typing dairy, you'll see some examples of those 3,800 curated companies, but you also get other search options that you can use. So if the students are really only interested in seeing what we have available for these industries, for example, or if they know they're just looking for industry reports and they click on that, then suddenly they're getting results that, again, kind of weeds out any of the noise that they might see in a gigantic resource like this. It really just gets them to the stuff that might be of interest to them. A couple other things to point out, again, just to clarify that this is not just a traditional periodical database. This is taking advantage of all the content that we have at ProQuest to support business, including ebooks and videos. So this product has, in addition to all of the journals and things that are available in all of our business databases, a collection of over 20,000 ebooks. For the most part, these ebooks are being served up from ProQuest's eBook Central ebook platform. So it's not just taking a PDF of a book and trying to integrate it with articles. When you actually go in and look at one of these books, you have the same kinds of options you would get on an ebook platform. The ability to view the table of contents. If you add it to a bookshelf, you can create annotations and save it and things like that. And likewise, with the video, there are over 20,000 videos in this collection. You can see some of the major providers. They cover all kinds of different topics. So Prendismo is primarily interviews with business leaders and entrepreneurs. There are also some kind of news type videos from sources like CNN and Bloomberg. They tend to be not, small daily news stories, but longer form kind of expose type stories, 5 minutes plus, that kind of dig into a specific topic. We have things from MIT Sloan and a number of other providers. Likewise with the books, some of these videos and all of the videos going forward are going to take advantage of ProQuest's video platform. So when you get into these videos, you get, again, not just a file that's available to be watched. There are some legacy videos that are that situation, but going forward, everything will have things like scrolling transcripts or the ability to create clips and easily embed those clips into a reading list or a syllabi. There are some additional features, like there are browses. These are new at the moment. They're just kind of static lists. We are still doing development in ProQuest One Business. It's a brand new resource. It just came out in January. These browses are one area that we're looking to improve, make them more visual, like those kinds of company topic pages. So for example, we're working on industry topic pages that would do the same thing. You can click on a NAICS code, for example, and it'll give a nice, easily perused page that helps the students understand everything that we have available within certain industries, whether it's reports or any scholarly journal articles or books or things like that. But you can always go in and browse all of the functionality that's there right now. So for example, if you really wanted to see what kinds of company topic pages were available for a specific industry, you could just do that search, and now you're seeing a subset of that 3,800 that's designed really just around the companies that are operating primarily within that subset of the NAICS industry schema. You can go in and browse things like the industry reports. There's various ways. The default is to, again, look at those by the NAICS codes. But if you really wanted to see, what reports are available within a specific country, you can just do that little search and it changes and gives you a different set of results. Or if you really just wanted to see results that are available by a specific kind of major market research provider, like BMI Fitch, for example, you could go in and do it that way as well. So I'm going to stop there. I think we're almost done. The product is available. You can get a trial and take a look at it. If you have any questions, we would be happy to answer them for you. And with that, I will turn it back over. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Joanne. I think this is a really great way to pull together so many resources into one place, into an interface that's going to make sense to students, to users. So I'm excited about it, and we are hopeful that we'll start to see some uptake on it too from Wills members. It looks like it would be a really good solution for a lot of our members.
That's great. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Joanne. And Jeff, they can always reach out to me. And if it's a two-year academic school, I'll be sure to get them to the appropriate person.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you again, Joanne and Julie from ProQuest for joining us today.